They seem cold, and the coldness is protection against feeling too much, not evidence of feeling nothing. Not actually heartless, not genuinely indifferent, not truly unaffected, not authentically detached, just defended, just protected, just scared, just performing heartlessness to hide heartfulness, just acting cold to mask warmth, just seeming indifferent to protect against caring too much. And caring too much is what they're defending against, is what coldness protects them from showing, is what heartlessness hides, is what indifference masks, is what detachment covers, and covered caring is underneath, is beneath cold exterior, is behind heartless performance, is under indifferent mask, is hidden by detached presentation. But hidden doesn't mean absent, covered doesn't mean non-existent, masked doesn't mean not real, protected doesn't mean not felt, just means defended, means scared, means vulnerable, means caring so much that caring must be hidden, must be protected, must be defended against. Must be covered, must be masked, must not be visible, must not be acknowledged, must not be shown. Because shown caring is vulnerable, is exposing, is dangerous, is risking rejection, is risking abandonment, is risking everything their defended state is organized to prevent. And prevented through heartless performance is strategy, is protection, is defense, is them seeming heartless precisely because they're not heartless, seeming cold precisely because they care desperately. And desperately cared about you is hidden, is protected, is defended, is what heartlessness is covering, what coldness is masking, what indifference is protecting. And protected through seeming heartless is avoidant in love. Is them caring so much it terrifies them? Is them feeling so deeply they must hide feeling? Is them loving so completely they must perform not loving? And perform not loving is heartlessness, is coldness, is indifference, is detachment, all performance, all protection, all defense, all covering what's real. What's underneath, what's secretly there, what's hidden, what's protected, what's in love, and in love but acting heartless is avoidant psychology, is them being exactly opposite of what they seem. Being warm while seeming cold, being caring while seeming indifferent, being in love while acting heartless, and acted heartless, hiding actual love, is what this script reveals. Reveals the one sign, the number one sign, the undeniable sign. The sign that proves heartless performance is covering in-love reality. And in-love reality, hidden by heartless performance, is what to look for, what to recognize, what to see beneath coldness, what to understand through heartlessness. And understood love beneath heartless is number one sign revealed. Why heartless behavior is actually protection against overwhelming feeling. Heartless behavior is proportional to feeling intensity, is directly correlated, is them acting more heartless when feeling more intensely. Acting more cold when caring more deeply, acting more indifferent when being more affected, acting more detached when being more attached. The more heartless when more attached is inverse relationship, is them doing opposite of what they feel, is external behavior being reverse of internal experience, is shown heartlessness indicating hidden intensity, and hidden intensity is what heartlessness protects, is feeling so strong it overwhelms, is caring so deep it terrifies, is attachment so complete it threatens defended identity, is love so real it activates every fear, every wound, every protection, every defense, and activated defenses create heartless behavior, create cold performance, create indifferent mask, create detached presentation, all protecting against feeling intensity, against caring depth, against attachment completeness, against love reality. And reality of love is what must be hidden, must be protected, must be defended against showing, because showing love is vulnerable, is exposing core wound, is risking original abandonment repeating, is facing deepest fear, is them being unable to tolerate the vulnerability of admitting feeling, of acknowledging caring, of showing attachment, of revealing love. So reveal opposite instead, show heartless instead of heartful, show cold instead of warm, show indifferent instead of caring, show detached instead of attached, and shown opposite is protection, is defense, is strategy for managing overwhelming internal experience through controlling external presentation, and controlled external hiding overwhelming internal is heartless behavior explained. Is coldness understood? Is indifference decoded? Is detachment translated? Translation is, I feel too much so I show nothing. I care too deeply so I act heartless. I'm too attached so I seem detached. I love you so completely it terrifies me, so I act like I feel nothing. And feel nothing performance, hiding feel everything reality is avoidant in love. Is them being overwhelmed by feeling. Is them protecting against overwhelm through heartless performance. Is them caring so much they must act like they care not at all. And care not at all performance is protection, is defense, is strategy. Is them managing feeling too much through showing feeling nothing, and shown feeling nothing is heartless behavior. Is cold performance, is indifferent mask, is detached presentation, all hiding love, all protecting against vulnerability, all defending against overwhelming feeling, all covering caring too much with seeming not caring at all. And seeming not caring is what you see. What you experience, what devastates you, what makes you doubt, what makes you question, what makes you wonder if they feel anything. And feel anything questioned is exactly what they want. Want you doubting, want you questioning, want you uncertain, because your uncertainty protects them, protects against your knowing, against your seeing, against your recognizing. Recognizing they're in love, they care desperately, they're attached completely, they feel overwhelmingly and overwhelmed by feeling for you, is hidden, is protected. Is defended, is what heartlessness covers, what coldness masks, what indifference hides, what detachment protects, and protected love through heartless performance is avoidant psychology. Is them in love, is them terrified. Is them defending, is them seeming heartless precisely because heart is so full, and full heart hidden by heartless behavior is why heartlessness is protection, is why coldness is defense, is why detachment is covering love, not evidence of no love. And no love performance covering actual love is what heartless behavior is. What it means, what it's protecting, what it's hiding, what it's defending against revealing. And revealed through understanding, heartless as protection, is you seeing truth. Seeing beneath performance, seeing through defense, seeing past heartless to heartful. And heartful hidden is what number one sign reveals, what coldness paradoxically indicates, what heartlessness actually proves they care, proves they feel, proves they're attached, proves they're in love. And in love proven through heartless behavior is number one sign, is undeniable indicator, is paradoxical proof, is them acting heartless because heart is full, acting cold because feeling is warm, acting indifferent because caring is deep, acting detached because attachment is complete, and complete attachment hidden by detached performance is avoidant in love, is number one sign, is what reveals truth beneath heartless exterior. And truth beneath is love, is caring, is attachment, is feeling. All intense, all overwhelming, all terrifying, all hidden, all protected, all defended, all covered by heartless performance. And performance covering reality is what to recognize, what to see, what to know, what to understand. Understanding heartless is protection, not reality. Defense, not truth. Performance, not feeling. Covering, not revealing. And covered feeling is love, is caring, is attachment, is them being in love while acting heartless. And acted heartless while actually in love is number one sign revealed. The number one sign they're secretly in love. They remember everything about you despite acting like they barely notice. They remember details, small details, tiny details, details you don't remember sharing, details you mentioned once, details from casual conversation. Details from months ago, details that seem insignificant, details you wouldn't expect anyone to remember. But they remember your coffee order, your favorite song, your childhood pet's name, your mother's birthday, your work presentation date, your friend's drama, your favorite restaurant, your clothing size, your shoe size, your ring size, your allergies, your preferences, your dislikes, your fears, your dreams, your goals, your stories, your everything. They remember everything, every detail, every mention, every casual sharing, every story told, every preference stated, every like expressed, every dislike mentioned, every fear shared, every dream revealed, every goal discussed, every piece of you that you've given, they've kept. They've stored, they've remembered, they've catalogued, they've held, and held everything is undeniable proof, is number one sign, is clearest indicator, is most obvious evidence. Is them caring so deeply they remember everything despite acting like they noticed nothing, and noticed everything while pretending, noticed nothing is love. Is them being completely attentive while performing inattention, being completely focused while seeming distracted, being completely invested while acting disinterested, being completely absorbing every detail while appearing barely present. And barely present appearance, hiding completely absorbed reality, is number one sign. Is them acting heartless while being completely heartful, acting cold while being intensely warm to every detail about you, acting indifferent while caring about every single thing you mention, acting detached while being completely attached to knowing you, and knowing you completely through remembered details is love, is undeniable love, is them being so in love they absorb everything. Remember everything, keep everything, store everything, everything about you, everything you say, everything you share, everything you mention, everything you reveal, everything you are, and are completely known by them is proven through remembered details. Through them knowing coffee order you mentioned once, knowing song you said you loved months ago, knowing story you told casually, knowing details you shared in passing, knowing preference you stated briefly, knowing everything despite acting like they know nothing. Notice nothing, care about nothing, remember nothing, but remember everything is truth, is reality, is what their behavior proves despite what their performance claims. And claimed indifference contradicted by demonstrated detailed knowledge is number one sign, is proof of love, is evidence of caring, is demonstration of attachment, is revelation of feeling, all through remembered details, all through knowing things, all through storing information, all through keeping every piece you've shared and kept, every piece is them treasuring you, is them valuing you, is them caring about you, is them loving you, and loved by them is proven through memory, through retention, through detailed knowledge, through them knowing you better than they should know you if they were actually indifferent, actually heartless, actually cold, actually detached, but not actually any of those is proven through memory, through remembered details, through stored information, through complete knowledge of you, and complete knowledge is incompatible with indifference, incompatible with heartlessness, incompatible with coldness, incompatible with detachment, compatible only with caring, with investment, with attention, with focus, with absorption, with love, and love proven through remembered details, is number one sign, is clearest indicator, is most obvious evidence, is them being in love despite acting heartless, being attached despite seeming detached, being warm despite appearing cold, being caring despite performing indifference, and performed indifference contradicted by demonstrated detailed memory is paradox. Is avoidant paradox? Is them doing opposite? Is external behavior contradicting internal reality? Is shown heartlessness contradicted by proven heartfulness? And proven heartfulness through memory is number one sign revealed. How their detailed memory reveals what heartless performance hides. Memory requires attention, requires focus, requires caring, requires investment, requires you mattering, requires them being affected, requires emotional significance, requires relational priority, requires love. You can't remember details about person who doesn't matter. Can't store information about person you're indifferent to. Can't recall preferences of person you're detached from. Can't keep stories from person you're heartless toward. Memory doesn't work that way. Memory stores what matters, retains what's significant, recalls what's important, keeps what's valued, and valued enough to remember is you, is every detail about you, is every mention, is every sharing, is every piece. All remembered, all stored. All retained, all kept, because all matters, all is significant, all is important, all is valued, all is loved, and loved details are remembered details, are kept pieces, all proving you matter. You're significant, you're important, you're valued, you're loved. And loved proven through memory is number one sign. Is their detailed knowledge contradicting their heartless performance? Is their complete memory exposing their cold facade? Is their stored information revealing their warm interior? Is their remembered details showing their caring depth? And caring depth shown through memory is love revealed, is attachment exposed, is feeling demonstrated, is heartfulness proven, all through what they remember, what they know, what they've stored, what they've kept. And kept everything about you is love, is undeniable love, is them being so completely focused on you that every detail sticks. Every mention registers, every sharing is absorbed. Every piece is treasured, and treasured enough to remember forever is love. Is them caring so deeply that memory is automatic, is retention is effortless, is recall is instant. Is knowledge is complete, and complete knowledge of you is them being in love. Being completely in love, being overwhelmingly in love, being so in love they can't not remember, can't not store, can't not retain, can't not keep, can't not know, every detail, every preference, every story, every mention, every piece, all remembered, all proving love, all contradicting heartless, all exposing caring, all revealing attachment, all demonstrating feeling, all showing heartfulness, and shown heartfulness through detailed memory is number one sign, is clearest proof, is most obvious indicator, is undeniable evidence. Is them being in love despite acting heartless? Is heart being full despite performance being cold? Is caring being deep despite presentation being indifferent? Is attachment being complete despite appearance being detached? And detached appearance contradicted by attached memory is number one sign revealed. Is proof given? Is evidence demonstrated? Is love shown? Shown through memory, shown through details, shown through what they remember despite pretending not to notice. And noticed, everything despite pretending notice nothing is avoidant in love. Is them caring desperately? Is them attached completely? Is them loving secretly? And secretly loving you is revealed through memory. Through detailed knowledge, through stored information, through complete retention, through remembered everything, everything you've shared, everything you've mentioned, everything you've been, all remembered, all kept, all stored, all proving love, all contradicting heartless, all exposing truth, truth beneath performance, truth behind facade, truth under coldness, truth through indifference, truth despite detachment, and truth despite heartless performance is love. Is them loving you? Is them being in love with you? Is them caring about you so deeply they remember everything? And remembered everything is number one sign, is ultimate proof, is clearest indicator, is undeniable evidence. Is them being secretly in love despite acting openly heartless, and openly heartless but secretly in love is avoidant psychology. Is number one sign is what their memory reveals, what their detailed knowledge proves, what their stored information demonstrates, what their complete retention shows love, shows caring, shows attachment, shows feeling, shows heartfulness, all hidden, all protected, all defended, all covered by heartless performance, but uncovered by memory, by detailed knowledge, by what they remember despite claiming not to care, and claimed not caring contradicted by demonstrated complete knowing is number one sign, is proof of love, is evidence of caring, is demonstration of attachment, is revelation that heartless is performance, that cold is facade, that indifferent is mask, that detached is cover, and covered love revealed through memory is number one sign, is them being in love, secretly in love, completely in love, overwhelming in love, despite acting heartless, despite seeming cold, despite performing indifferent, despite appearing detached, all performance, all protection, all defense, all covering love, and covered love exposed through remembered details is number one sign, is what proves they're secretly in love, is what reveals truth, is what shows reality, reality beneath heartless exterior, reality behind cold performance, reality under indifferent mask, reality through detached presentation. And presented detachment contradicted by demonstrated detailed attachment to knowing you is number one sign revealed. The specific ways their memory betrays their heartless performance. They bring up details you forgot you mentioned. Bring them up casually, bring them up in conversation, bring them up months later. Bring them up like it's nothing, like remembering is normal, like storing every detail you share is obvious. But it's not obvious. It's not normal. It's not casual. It's evidence, is proof, is them revealing through casual mention that they've been paying complete attention, have been storing everything, have been keeping every piece, and kept every piece revealed through casual later mention is them slipping, is defense failing, is heartless performance cracking, is cold facade breaking, is you seeing through to truth, truth that they remember, that they care, that they're attached, that they're in love. And in love revealed through remembered detail, casually mentioned, is number one sign manifesting, is them acting like they barely listen while proving they listen completely, acting like they don't care while demonstrating they care about everything, acting detached while being completely attached to every word. And attached to every word is love, is them unable to not absorb you, unable to not remember you, unable to not know you completely. And known completely by someone acting heartless is paradox, is number 1 sign, is them betraying heartless performance through perfect memory. And perfect memory of casual details is love proven, is caring demonstrated, is attachment shown, is feeling revealed. All through what they remember, what they bring up, what they reference, what they know, and known by them completely is you being loved, being cared for, being valued, being treasured, all hidden, all protected, all defended, but exposed through memory, through remembered details, through casual mentions, through them knowing things you forgot you told them, things you mentioned briefly, things you shared in passing, things you said months ago, all remembered, all stored, all kept, all proving love. And proved love through casual mention of all detail is number 1 sign. Is them slipping? Is defense failing? Is heartless cracking? Is cold breaking? Is you seeing truth of their love, their caring, their attachment, their feeling, all hidden beneath heartless, all protected behind cold, all defended under indifferent, all covered by detached, but uncovered through memory, through what they remember, what they've kept, what they know, and known details contradicting performed heartlessness is number 1 sign revealed. They also act on details they claim not to remember, act on preferences they pretend not to know, act on information they seem not to have. But have information is proven through actions. Through them showing up with your coffee order they don't remember, bringing your favorite food they didn't know you liked, avoiding topics they forgot upset you, choosing restaurants you mentioned maybe once, planning around schedule they weren't paying attention to, remembering allergies they don't recall you mentioning, knowing preferences they didn't realize you had. The claimed not knowing contradicted by demonstrated knowing is number 1 sign manifesting. Is them acting on information while denying having information? Is them showing they remember through behavior while claiming not to remember through words? Is actions contradicting performance? Is behavior exposing truth? Is what they do revealing what they feel despite what they say hiding what they feel? And what they feel is love, is caring, is attachment. Is them being so completely focused on you that every detail is absorbed automatically, is stored permanently, is remembered perfectly, is acted upon consistently, and acted upon remembered details is love in action. Is caring demonstrated? Is attachment proven? Is them being unable to not know you, unable to not care about details, unable to maintain heartless performance when details remembered reveal heartfulness, and revealed heartfulness through acted upon memory is number 1 sign. Is them showing love through actions while hiding love through words? Is behavior contradicting performance? Is what they do exposing what they are? And what they are is in love, is caring, is attached. Is feeling everything while performing feeling nothing? And feeling nothing performance betrayed by feeling everything actions is number 1 sign, is clearest proof, is most obvious indicator. Is them being secretly in love despite acting openly heartless? And openly heartless, secretly in love person is avoidant. Is them protecting through performance while revealing through behavior? Is words hiding while actions showing? Is claimed indifference contradicted by demonstrated caring? And demonstrated caring through remembered details acted upon is number 1 sign manifesting in daily life. In small actions, in thoughtful gestures, in remembered preferences, in known details, in acted upon information, all proving love, all contradicting heartless, all exposing truth, truth of caring, truth of attachment, truth of feeling, truth of love. And loved by them is proven through memory, through actions based on memory, through behavior showing what performance hides. And hidden love revealed through behavioral slips is number 1 sign, is what to watch for, what to notice, what to recognize, what proves they're secretly in love despite acting heartless. And acted heartless, contradicted by remembered details acted upon, is number 1 sign in action. Why remembering everything while acting heartless is the ultimate proof. Heartless people don't remember, don't store, don't retain, don't keep, don't catalog, don't treasure, don't value enough to remember. Heartless people forget, ignore, dismiss, don't absorb, don't care enough to store, don't invest enough to remember. Just don't. But avoidant in love does opposite. Does remember, does store, does retain, does keep, does catalog, does treasure, does value enough to remember everything. The remembered everything while performing heartless is paradox, is impossible combination, is proof performance is false, Is evidence heartless as act? Is demonstration cold as facade? Is then being unable to maintain heartless performance in realm of memory, unable to not store when caring, unable to not retain when attached, unable to not keep when valuing, unable to not remember everything is biological, is neurological, is how brain works when person matters. When person is significant, when person is valued, when person is loved. Brain in love stores everything, remembers everything, keeps everything, treasures everything. About loved person, and loved person is you. Is you being so significant to them that automatic storage happens, automatic retention occurs, automatic memory forms, automatic keeping takes place, all without conscious effort, all because brain in love works differently, works to preserve, to protect, to keep, to treasure, to remember. Everything about loved person and loved person remembered completely is you, is every detail stored, every preference kept, every mention treasured, every sharing preserved, all proving love, all contradicting heartless, all exposing performance, all revealing truth. Truth that heartless is impossible when memory is complete, that cold is act when retention is total, that indifferent is masked when storage is absolute, that detached is performance when knowledge is comprehensive, and comprehensive knowledge of you is proof of love, is evidence of caring, is demonstration of attachment, is revelation that heartless performance is protecting heartfulness reality, and reality revealed through memory is number one sign, is ultimate proof, is undeniable evidence, is them being unable to fake not remembering, unable to perform forgetting, unable to act like details don't stick. Because details stick automatically when person is loved. Preferences store automatically when person is valued. Stories retain automatically when person is treasured. Information keeps automatically when person matters. And mattered person is you being so loved that memory is perfect. Retention is complete. Storage is total. Knowledge is comprehensive. All contradicting heartless. All exposing truth. All proving love, and prove love through perfect memory despite heartless performance is number one sign, is ultimate indicator, is clearest proof, is most undeniable evidence, is them being in love, being secretly in love, being overwhelmingly in love, being overwhelmingly in love. All hidden, all protected, all defended, all covered by heartless performance, but uncovered by memory, by what they remember, by what they can't forget, by what they can't not know, by what they can't help but store, can't help but retain, can't help but treasure, can't help but keep. All because love, because caring, because attachment, because you matter completely, and completely mattered is completely remembered, is every detail stored, every preference kept, every story treasured, every mention preserved. Every piece of you held in their memory, held in their mind, held in their heart, despite heart being hidden, despite caring being covered, despite attachment being defended, all protected through heartless performance, but all revealed through perfect memory. And perfect memory revealing protected love is number one sign, is what proves they're secretly in love, is what shows truth beneath heartless, is what exposes caring behind cold, is what reveals attachment under detached, is what demonstrates feeling through indifferent, and demonstrated feeling through comprehensive memory is number one sign, is ultimate proof, is clearest indicator, is most obvious evidence, is undeniable reality. Reality that heartless person doesn't exist, that cold person is performance, that indifferent person is mask, that detached person is cover, all covering love, all protecting caring, all defending attachment, all hiding feeling, but feeling revealed through memory is truth exposed. Is love proven? Is caring demonstrated? Is attachment shown? Is them being in love, being completely in love, being overwhelmingly in love, being secretly in love, despite acting heartless, despite performing indifferent, despite appearing detached. All appearance, all performance, all protection, all defense. But defense betrayed by memory is truth emerging, is love revealing itself, is caring showing itself, is them being unable to hide love completely, unable to protect caring totally, unable to defend attachment perfectly, unable to cover feeling absolutely, because memory betrays, memory reveals, memory exposes, memory shows what's real, shows what's true, shows what's felt, shows what's hidden. And hidden love shown through perfect memory, is number one sign, is them being in love, secretly in love, completely in love, overwhelmingly in love with you. And you completely loved is proven through memory, through comprehensive memory, through total retention, through absolute storage, through perfect recall, all contradicting Heartless, all exposing truth, all proving love, and proved love through memory despite Heartless performance is number one sign, is ultimate proof they're secretly in love, is clearest indicator of hidden caring, is most obvious evidence of covered attachment, is undeniable demonstration of protected feeling. And protected feeling revealed through memory is avoidant psychology, is them acting heartless because heart is full, acting cold because caring is deep, acting indifferent because attachment is complete, acting detached because love is overwhelming, and overwhelming love hidden by heartless performance but revealed by perfect memory is number one sign, is what to look for, what to recognize, what to know. What proves they're secretly in love despite acting openly heartless. An acted heartless, contradicted by demonstrated comprehensive memory, is number one sign, is them being in love, is proof, is evidence, is truth of their love, their caring, their attachment, their feeling, all hidden, all protected, all defended, all covered, but all revealed through memory, through what they remember, through what they know, through what they've stored, through what they've kept, through what they treasure. Treasure despite performing heartless, treasure despite seeming cold, treasure despite acting indifferent, treasure despite appearing detached, all treasured, all remembered, all kept, all proving love, and proved love is number one sign, is them being secretly in love. Is heartless being performance, is cold being protection, is indifferent being mask, is detached being cover, all covering love, and covered love revealed through perfect memory is number one sign, is ultimate proof, is clearest indicator, is most obvious evidence, is undeniable truth that they're in love, secretly in love, completely in love, overwhelmingly in love, despite everything suggesting otherwise, despite heartless performance, despite detached cover, all covering, all protecting, all hiding, but memory revealing, memory exposing, memory proving love, proving caring, proving attachment, proving feeling. And proven through memory is number one sign, is what shows they're secretly in love despite acting heartless. And acted heartless with perfect memory is avoidant in love. Is number one sign, is ultimate proof, is them loving you completely while pretending to feel nothing, and pretended nothing contradicted by remembered, everything is love. Proven, is number one sign revealed. Is them being secretly in love with you? The emotional cost to them of maintaining heartless performance while remembering everything. Maintaining heartless performance while remembering everything is exhausting, is depleting, is requiring constant effort, is demanding continuous performance, is needing persistent defense, is them having to actively hide what they naturally feel, actively suppress what they automatically remember, actively conceal what they can't help but know. The active concealment is work, is emotional labor, is psychological effort, is them fighting against their own feelings, against their own memory, against their own caring, against their own attachment, against their own love. And fought against love creates internal conflict, creates psychological tension, creates emotional strain, creates them being split between what they feel and what they show, between what they know and what they admit, between what they remember and what they acknowledge, between what they care about and what they reveal. The split self is suffering, is them being at war with themselves, is internal experience contradicting external presentation, creating constant stress, constant effort, constant performance, constant hiding, constant protecting, constant defending, and defended constantly is exhausting. Is them being tired, being drained, being depleted by maintaining performance, by hiding feeling, by concealing caring, by protecting attachment, by covering love, and covered love while feeling love, is impossible to maintain perfectly. Is them slipping? Is performance cracking? Is defense failing? Is protection breaking? Is heartless facade showing cracks? And shown cracks is memory betraying. Is details revealing? Is knowledge exposing? Is retention proving they care, proving they remember, proving they're attached, proving they're in love. And in love, proven through performance cracks, is them being unable to sustain heartless perfectly, unable to maintain cold completely, unable to appear detached absolutely. Because appearing detached while being attached is impossible to sustain, is performance that eventually fails, is facade that eventually cracks, is defense that eventually breaks, is protection that eventually slips. And slip protection is memory showing, is details betraying, is knowledge revealing, is them being exposed, being seen, being known, being recognized as caring, as attached, as feeling, as loving. And loving while performing heartless is costing them, is depleting them, is exhausting them, is them paying price for protection, price of hiding, price of defending, price of performing, and performed heartlessness while feeling love is highest price, is them sacrificing authenticity, sacrificing connection, sacrificing intimacy, sacrificing being known, all to maintain safety, maintain protection, maintain defense, maintain distance, and maintain distance from person they love is suffering, is them wanting closeness while creating distance, wanting connection while performing disconnection, wanting intimacy while showing heartlessness, wanting being known while hiding feeling, and hidden feeling while wanting to be known is internal torture, is them being unable to have what they want, unable to admit what they know, unable to reveal what they remember, unable to acknowledge what they care about. All because acknowledging caring is too vulnerable, too exposing, too dangerous, too risky, and too risky to show is them staying hidden, staying protected, staying defended, staying heartless performing while internally suffering, while emotionally depleting, while psychologically straining, while feeling everything, while remembering everything, while caring completely, while loving overwhelmingly. All hidden, all protected, all defended, all costing them, costing authenticity, costing connection, costing intimacy, costing being loved back openly. And loved back openly is what they can't have, can't receive, can't allow, can't accept. Because accepting love requires showing love, requires admitting caring, requires revealing attachment, requires acknowledging feeling, all too vulnerable, all too exposing, all too risky, all too dangerous. So stay hidden instead, stay protected instead, stay heartless performing instead, while paying price, while suffering internally, while being exhausted, while being depleted, while being at war with themselves. War between feeling and showing, between remembering and admitting, between caring and revealing, between loving and acknowledging. And acknowledged love is what they can't do, what protection prevents, what defense forbids, what heartless performance covers. And covered love, costing them everything, is price of protection, is cost of defense, is sacrifice for safety, is what they pay for maintaining heartless facade while feeling heartfulness reality. And reality hidden by facade is costing them, is depleting them, is exhausting them, is them suffering silently, suffering while performing heartless, suffering while seeming cold, suffering while acting indifferent, suffering while appearing detached, all suffering, all hidden, all protected, all defended, all costing them everything they want, everything they need, everything they crave, everything they're denying themselves by maintaining performance, by hiding feeling, by protecting against vulnerability, by defending against exposure, and exposed through memory as performance failing, is defense cracking, is protection slipping, is them being unable to hide perfectly, unable to conceal completely, unable to protect totally, unable to defend absolutely, because memory betrays, details reveal, knowledge exposes, retention proves caring, proves attachment, proves feeling, proves love, and proved love through betraying memory is then being exposed, being seen, being known, being recognized, all despite performance, all despite defense, all despite heartless facade. And facade betrayed by memory is number one sign, is what reveals truth, is what exposes reality, is what proves love. And proved love costing them everything to hide is tragedy, is then suffering to maintain protection, suffering to defend against vulnerability, suffering to perform heartless, all while loving completely, all while caring deeply, all while being attached totally, all while feeling overwhelmingly and felt overwhelmingly while showing nothing is cost, is price, is sacrifice, is what maintaining heartless performance requires. Requires suffering, requires depletion, requires exhaustion. Requires internal war, requires split self. Requires them being one thing inside while performing opposite outside. And opposite performed is heartless shown while heartful felt. Cold shown while warm felt. Indifferent shown while caring felt. Detached shown while attached felt. All opposites. All performance, all protection, all costing them, costing connection, costing intimacy, costing being loved back, costing authenticity, costing everything while gaining only safety. Only protection, only defense. Only maintained distance, and maintained distance from person they love is highest cost. Is them being alone while wanting connection, being distant while wanting closeness, being protected while wanting intimacy, being safe while wanting love. And wanted love denied by self-protection is tragedy. Is them being own worst enemy? Is defense destroying what they want? Is protection preventing what they need? Is heartless performance costing them everything? Everything they remember, everything they know, everything they care about, everything they love, all remembered, all known, all cared about, all loved, but all hidden, all protected, all defended, all covered by heartless performance that's costing them everything while protecting them from nothing except vulnerability. And vulnerability avoided is connection prevented, is intimacy denied, is love hidden, is them suffering alone. Suffering while performing, suffering while protecting, suffering while maintaining facade that memory betrays. That details expose, that knowledge reveals, that retention proves love, proves caring, proves attachment, proves they're paying ultimate price. Price of loving while hiding love. Price of caring while denying caring. Price of being attached while performing detached. Price of remembering everything while acting like nothing matters. And nothing matters performance while everything remembered is cost. Is price, is suffering, is them being exhausted, being depleted, being at war with themselves. Being split between what is and what they show. And shown opposite of what is performance. Is heartless shown while heartful felt? Is number one sign? Is what betrays them? Is memory proving what performance denies? Is details exposing what facade covers? Is knowledge revealing what defense protects? And protected love revealed through perfect memory is them being unable to hide completely, unable to protect perfectly, unable to maintain heartless absolutely. Because heartless maintenance requires forgetting. Requires not caring, requires not storing, requires not remembering. But they remember, they store, they care, they keep everything. And kept everything betrays heartless, exposes cold, reveals indifferent, proves detached is performance. And performed detachment contradicted by demonstrated total retention is number one sign, is ultimate proof, is them being in love, being secretly in love, being completely in love, being overwhelmingly in love, all while performing heartless, all while seeming cold. All while acting indifferent, all while appearing detached, all costing them everything, everything they want, everything they need, everything they're denying themselves, everything they're sacrificing, all for protection, all for safety, all for defense, all for maintaining distance. And maintained distance costing them connection is tragedy, is them suffering unnecessarily, is protection creating what it's meant to prevent, creating loneliness, creating isolation, creating suffering. All while loving, all while caring, all while being attached, all while remembering everything. And remembered everything proving love despite heartless performance is number one sign, is what reveals truth, is what exposes reality, is what proves they're secretly in love. Is what shows heartless is facade, is what demonstrates cold is performance, is what reveals indifferent is mask, is what proves detached is cover, all covering love, all hiding caring, all protecting attachment, all defending feeling. But defended feeling revealed through memory is number one sign, is ultimate proof, is them being unable to hide love when memory proves love, unable to deny caring when retention demonstrates caring, unable to perform heartless when knowledge exposes heartfulness. And exposed heartfulness through perfect memory of you is number one sign, is them being in love, is heartless being performance, is cold being protection, is indifferent being defense, is detached being facade. All facades, all performances, all protections, all defenses, all hiding love, And hidden love revealed through what they remember is number one sign, is ultimate indicator, is clearest proof, is most obvious evidence, is undeniable truth. Truth that they're in love, secretly in love, completely in love, overwhelmingly in love, despite acting heartless, despite seeming cold, despite performing indifferent, despite appearing detached. All appearances, all performances, all contradicted by memory, by what they remember, by what they know, by what they've stored, by what they've kept, by what they treasure, all treasured, all remembered, all proving love. And proved love through memory despite heartless performance costing them everything is number one sign. Is them being in love, is you being loved, is heartless being lie. Is cold being act, is indifferent being mask, is detached being cover, all covering truth, truth of love, truth of caring, truth of attachment, truth of them remembering everything about you because you matter completely. And mattered completely is loved completely, is them being in love, secretly in love, completely in love, overwhelmingly in love, with you, despite everything suggesting otherwise, despite heartless performance, despite detached cover, all covers, all hiding love, but love revealed through memory, through perfect memory, through comprehensive knowledge, through total retention, through absolute storage, through them remembering everything, everything about you, everything proving love, everything contradicting heartless, everything exposing truth. And exposed truth is number one sign, is them being secretly in love, is heartless being performance, is memory proving love, is details betraying caring, is knowledge revealing attachment, is retention demonstrating feeling. All demonstrated through memory, all proved through what they remember, all exposed through what they know, and known everything about you while performing heartless is number one sign, is ultimate proof they're secretly in love, is clearest indicator of hidden caring, is most obvious evidence of covered attachment, is undeniable demonstration of protected feeling, and protected feeling revealed through betraying memory is them being in love, is you being loved, is heartless being lie, is number one sign, is ultimate truth, is them loving you completely while pretending to feel nothing, and pretended nothing contradicted by remembered, everything is love proven, is caring demonstrated, is attachment shown, is feeling revealed, is number one sign, is them being secretly in love with you,